Chaos can disrupt the order of things in order to spark awakenings of the mind and spirit. In just about all religious traditions, there are figures who uphold the positive and creative aspects of chaos. In the stories of the great teachers of Taoism, for example, Chuang Tzu and Li Tzu, the teacher's behavior in these stories often seems foolish and unconventional, bumbling even. But the teacher shocks and confuses people with this behavior, shocks and confuses those who are perhaps too uptight and narrow-minded. And in the midst of this shock and confusion, helps open their students' minds to the way, to enlightenment. Similarly, Zen masters like the Zen priest and poet Ryakan seek to free their students' minds from the illusory nature of ordinary reality. And by employing paradox and humor in the form of haikus and koans, they help students to see the reality beyond ordinary conventions. Figures that personify the positive aspects of chaos can be found in most of the world's earth-based traditions. Throughout the world, there are stories of gods and deities and spirits who are tricksters, who use mischief and illusion, cunning and spontaneity to overturn the usual order of things, to thwart those who would oppress them, or simply to wreak havoc in the world of the gods and of humans. There's Loki, the shape-shifting god of Norse mythology, who tricks her into coming out by dancing comically in front of the cave, causing all the other deities to laugh at her. Their laughter lures Amaterasu from the cave long enough for it to be sealed shut behind her, restoring sunlight to the world. In many North American native traditions, there's Coyote, the trickster. In one story, he uses his cunning to steal fire from the firefly people so that humanity could have it to light their world at night. There are figures that work via chaos in Judeo-Christian traditions as well. Throughout the Muslim world, there are thousands of stories of Nasruddin, the legendary wise man and Sufi, portrayed sometimes as wise and witty, but also as the fool or the butt of jokes. In many depictions, he is seen seated backwards on a donkey. He's an example of a wise fool. In his perceived madness, he reveals deep wisdom. In the Bible, some of the Old Testament prophets, Jeremiah, Amos, and Elijah, had aspects of chaos in their personalities. Like the New Testament prophet John the Baptist, they were not afraid to cry aloud in the wilderness and to disrupt the structures of power and authority in their time. Jesus, too, sometimes spread chaos in order to impart wisdom, whether it was overturning the tables of the money changers in the temple, washing the feet of his disciples, or telling parables in which traditional moral tales are turned on their heads to reveal deeper meaning. Jesus' actions and teachings defied conventions and authorities of his time. They ruffled the feathers of the Philistines and challenged the power of Roman rulers. Some of these figures of chaos in scripture and religion are good. Some of them are ambiguous. Some are revered, some of them are feared, but in each case it is by doing the unexpected, the mysterious, the tricky, outlandish, or comical that they achieve their goals. Creatures and even the animals among us. They don't always follow the rules of the game, but by not following the rules, they sometimes show us that the rules of the game are made up to begin with. Maybe we should just give everybody a cookie. But if you study science, you also know that we are created from the stuff of exploding stars. That before the ordering came the Big Bang, the seemingly random, rapid expansion of energy and matter without which no life would exist. To remember that from time to time it takes a disruption of our systems and rules and expectations